Welcome to Smashville. This is PK Subban.
I'm Dan Hamhuis.
This is Craig Smith.
This is Mike Fisher.
But you need to dig in right now, every guy.
Everybody loves their soldiers until they come home and stop fighting.
Enough is enough.
They need me to bleed, and I'll bleed for my team.
Start playing with some jam in here. Let's go.
This is Ryan Johansson. Welcome to Smashville.
This is Philip Forsberg.
I'm Victor Arvidsson.
I'm Ryan Ellis.
I'm Matthias Ekholm.
I'm Beckerin, and you're listening to the Renegades of Puck with Crazy Charlie.
Crazy Charlie puts words in my mouth. You can't trust that guy.
If you can't get some fire, some passion, some energy, and figure out how in the hell to talk about this magnificent sport of hockey that has taken over the city of Nashville, then why are you on the radio? You don't deserve it, and you should do the honorable thing and turn your mic in. You're making a damn fool of yourself.
This is my declaration. I'm coming after every single one of you. The lazy, the tired, the boring voices out there. Your time is up. I'm Crazy Charlie Saunier.
I'm Pete Weber of the Nashville Predators.
I'm Roman Yossi of the Nashville Predators.
I'm Colton Sissons of the Nashville Predators.
I'm Eustace of the Nashville Predators.
You're listening to the Renegades of Puck with
Crazy Charlie.
Find a way, boys. No more half-stepping.
Now, here's your host and captain, Crazy Charlie Saunier.
Welcome to the Bunker. Welcome to the Renegades of Puck podcast. I'm your host and captain, Crazy Charlie Saunier. And before we get started with the No Half Step in hockey coverage, first let me direct you to our home website, renegadesofpuck.com. Once you go to renegadesofpuck.com, you'll learn everything you need to know about the show. And once you're good and educated about the show, well, that's when you can click on that merchandise tab. Take you straight to our classic logo t-shirt, all the gimmicks you come to know and love and expect from the Renegades of Puck, like socks, throw pillows, wall art, bed sets. Makes no difference to us. The easiest way to say it is that we've sold out so that you can buy in. Social media is of critical importance to this unaffiliated and independent hockey operation known as the Renegades of Puck. So here's how you can jump in the trenches with us. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Threads, and we sure would appreciate some support over there. Doesn't cost you a thing, doesn't take you but a second, but it does go a long way to helping us out here. YouTube, we sure do appreciate all of our most recent subscribers. Thank you so much. Stick taps, love, and respect, as we always like to say on this show to show appreciation. We could use more followers to our YouTube channel, so please pass those links along to the Renegades in your life. Subscribe to the channel and turn on those notifications today. That's where we are posting all of our content, and there is some really good hockey content over there on that YouTube page. So again, we'd appreciate a follow along on that particular avenue. You can support the show financially by making a donation at any time. You can go to Venmo and search Renegades of Puck, or you can scan the QR code that is over there on our virtual tip jar on the desk. Every single dollar goes a long way to helping the Renegades of Puck building our brand new set for the second half of the year 2025. You may have already seen some pictures on our social media of the beginnings of construction here in the area that occupies the space just behind where this set is currently filming. We think you're going to love it. It's going to be a very, very different look for the Renegades of Puck coming up here in the near future. So again, we appreciate all of the financial support. I know it is time for the No Half Step in hockey coverage, so let me deliver the goods. It's time for operation number 976. That's right. It's time for show number 976. And at this moment in hockey history, the Nashville Predators currently find themselves in 7th place in the Central Division after 64 games skated. They have a record of 25, 32, and 757 points, has them in a tax bracket amongst the Central Division all by themselves. On the road, which is where their next game will take place in Anaheim, the Preds have a season record of 8-20-4. The Predators have scored 170 goals this season. They've given up 211 against. It's a goal differential of minus 41. Let's update you on the Central Division standings, and we'll take you through the Preds week ahead. The season series between the Anaheim Ducks and the Nashville Predators. We'll update you on how the Ducks have been doing as of late, take you through the individual game matchup, statistics, goaltending, and so much more coming up here in this opening segment alone. Tons of great hockey information. So the Central Division update is as follows. The Winnipeg Jets, after 66 games, are currently in first place, as they have been most of the way this season. Their record is incredible. 45-17-4. They have 94 points. They're 8 points clear of the second place Dallas Stars, who are surging after the trade deadline. Then you'll find the Colorado Avalanche in third place with 81 points. They've pulled a few ahead of the Minnesota Wild now. The Wild still well in the wild card race, but they are for the first time this season outside of that top three of the Central Division. So the Minnesota Wild find themselves in fourth place in the Central with 78 points. The St. Louis Blues have 69 points. The Utah Hockey Club in sixth place in the Central at 67 points. Then you'll find the Nashville Predators at 57 and Chicago in last place at 49. For the Predators, their upcoming week ahead, well, this game in Anaheim will be the first of back-to-back. Saturday night in L.A., so Friday Anaheim, Saturday night in L.A., Tuesday back home to face off against the St. Louis Blues. The 20th of March, we'll see the Anaheim Ducks come to Bridgestone Arena. And then the 22nd of March, we'll see the Predators hosting the Toronto Maple Leafs. And the Preds will be back on the road on the 23rd of March in St. Louis to take on the Blues again. This is the second of three regular season meetings between the Predators and the Anaheim Ducks. The first time they met was back on January the 25th. Anaheim securing the 5-2 victory in Anaheim. You see Saros taking the loss and taking a beating in this one, 30-35. The Predators had come off of a win in San Jose and were rolling right along. Sound familiar? When they ran into a buzzsaw in the Anaheim Ducks in this one. Nyquist and O'Reilly did provide the goals for the Predators, but Dostal got the victory for the Ducks in net, 32 of 33. McTavish did the damage with 2 goals, but Leeson, Harkins, and Zegras all chipped in 2 points each. These two teams you've already heard will meet again on the 20th when Anaheim is in Nashville to take on the Predators for the final regular season meeting. Neither of these teams will be qualifying for the playoffs. The Ducks are at 28, 29, and 7 on the season, 63 points, has them 6th overall in the Pacific Division. 15, 15, and 2 is their home record, 173 goals scored, 200 goals against, goal differential of minus 27. For the Anaheim Ducks, their most recent stretch of 5 completed games is as follows. We go back to March the 4th, a 6-2 win at the Edmonton Oilers. We go back to March the 5th, where we find a 3-2 loss at Vancouver. On March the 7th, a 4-3 loss versus the St. Louis Blues. On the 9th of March, a 4-1 win versus the New York Islanders. The most recent completed game on the 11th of March was a 7-4 loss versus Washington. Wednesday night, the Anaheim Ducks are in Utah to take on the Utah Hockey Club, or the Mammoth, or the Woolies, or whatever the hell it is they're going to be called at some point in time. So this game between the Predators and the Ducks will take place on Friday. The Preds will be off from Tuesday until Friday. Anaheim will just have one day off between, and they will travel back home. The NHL ranks between this matchup right here. The Nashville Predators in the goals for category 2.64 on the season is 30th in the NHL, while Anaheim's at 2.66. That is 29th. The Ducks are giving up 3.09 goals against per game. That's 21st in the league, while the Preds are giving up 3.30. That's 26th. In the shots on goal category, the Predators are having a remarkable run in this category. 29.7 shots on goal right now, 5th best in the league. Anaheim, 27.6 shots on goal per game is 23rd. And the shots against category, the Ducks giving up 32.2 per game. That is 32nd and last in the NHL. The Predators are giving up 29.1 shots against per game. That's 23rd overall in the NHL. The special teams scenario, the Predators are ahead in both of these particular metrics right here. 20.6% on the power play conversion rate is 19th overall in the league. 37 conversions, 180 opportunities for Nashville. For Anaheim, 12.9% conversion rate is 31st in the league. 22 conversions, 171 opportunities. When it comes to the penalty kill, 81.3% kill rate is 10th best for the Preds. 36 power play goals given up on the season for the Ducks. 73.9% kill rate is 27th. They have given up 47 power play goals against on the season. Let's talk about the individual scoring leaders and statistics for both of these teams. Let's start with the visiting Nashville Predators. These numbers will be stagnant, will not change because the Predators will not be playing again before this game. Forsberg at 25 goals, 34 assists, 59 total points on the season. Marchessault's at 19 and 29 for 48. Steven Stamkos is now at 22 goals, 20 assists for 42 points. After the numbers hadn't moved in so long, they really jumped in recent stretch of hockey. O'Reilly's at 16 goals and 25 assists for 41 points, and the captain Romaniossi's at 9 and 29 for 38. Over on the home team Anaheim Ducks side of things, these numbers are in flux as they will be in Anaheim on Wednesday night. Terry leads the way, 17 goals, 31 assists at this time for 48 points. Vetrano, 20-20 for 40. McTavish already 2 goals against the Predators this season, 17 total on the year, 20 assists, 37 total points. Strome's at 10 goals, 27 assists for 37 points. And Lacombe, name should sound familiar to everyone in Middle Tennessee hockey, 11 goals, 23 assists for 34 points. In net sees UC Saros for the visiting Nashville Predators, 16, 25, and 6. A goals against average of 2.94, save percentage of .898 with 4 shutouts on the season. Dostal, 19, 17, and 5 on the season with 2.91 goals against a 9-10 save percentage with 1 shutout and 1 victory against the Nashville Predators back on January the 25th.
Hockey players are as unique as the game itself, and your uniform should be tailored to fit you. Rebirth Sports is your sports apparel tailor. From shells, bags, warm-ups, hats, hoodies, branding, and more, let Rebirth Sports be your custom hockey tailor.
And don't forget to tell them they do more than just hockey.
Rebirth Sports on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Rebirth Sport, a match made in hockey.
It's now time for the Rebirth Sports full game recap. We go all the way back to March 11th, the year 2025, when the Nashville Predators were in San Jose to take on the Sharks. Head coach Andrew Burnett deploys his lines and defensive pairings in the following way. It is 11 forwards and 7 defensemen in this alignment. Stamkos, O'Reilly, Evangelista, Forsberg, Sissons, and Marchessault. Smith, Svechkov, and Verana, Bellows, and McCarron make up your forward groupings. Your defensive pairings are Shea and Blankenberg, Helgaiso and Stassi, Englund and Barron, and Osterley is your 7th defenseman. Saros gets the start in net. We go to 156 of the first period. We find our first action with UC Saros coming up with a save on Kovalenko. That's the first shot on goal of the game at the 2:40 mark of the first period. It's Saros coming up with a save on Grundstrom at the 5:30 mark of the first period. Georgiev coming up with a save on Svechkov at the 8:30 mark of the first period. Activity here as we find England versus Goudreau, 5 minutes each. Off to the box. We go to the 10:16 mark of the first period. Now it's Smith versus Desharnais, and Smith is getting an extra 2 minutes for roughing for San Jose, not Cole Smith for Nashville. That leads to a Nashville Predators power play. So we've had 2 fights in the last 2 minutes of gameplay. On the Predators power play, Georgiev comes up with a save on Blankenberg. Then Georgiev comes up with a save on Fedor Svechkov. We go to the 12:26 mark of the first period, back to 5-on-5 hockey, where we find Georgiev coming up with a save on Luke Evangelista at the 17:32 mark of the first period. Saros comes up with a save on Liljegren at the 18:10 mark. Burrows off to the box. Bellows off to the box. 2 minutes for hooking. No shots on goal given up by the Nashville Predators. There would be a carryover of 10 seconds in the second period. So at the end of the first period, we have no score on the board. The Predators out shooting the San Jose Sharks by a total of 7-5. In that 10-second carryover of power play time onto the clean sheet, the San Jose Sharks do not generate a single shot on goal. It would be 51 seconds into the period when the Sharks come up with their first shot on goal, and Saros would stop Vlasic, the 1:08 mark of the second period. Now Georgiev comes with a save on Luke Evangelista, 3:07 of the second period. Saros comes up with a save on Giles off of the rush, 4:38. Georgiev, a save on Philip Forsberg in the 6:49 mark of the second period. Ferraro's off the box, 2 minutes for tripping on Cole Smith. Philip Forsberg cashing in on the power play with his 25th goal of the season to give the Nashville Predators a 1-0 lead. He curled out from below the goal line and out of the corner, and then was just given time and space and picks his spot and snipes. Phil Forsberg's team-leading 25th goal of the season puts the Preds ahead by 1. 9 minutes now of the second period. Saros comes up with a save on Toffoli, the 10:47 mark of the second period. Saros comes up with a save on Ferraro, 11:28 now on the second. Skjei comes up with a penalty, 2 minutes for hooking off to the box, putting Sharks on the power play. Saros a save on Toffoli on the breakaway, plus the rebound follow-up might have been even more impressive on the rebound for the Nashville Predators. The goaltender holding strong. Saros then another save on Eklund, another impressive save. 14:05 of the second. Goudreau's off to the box. 2 minutes for tripping. The Predators cashing in for a second time this period on the power play. This time, Steven Stamkos given time and space. He picks his spot from the left circle, putting the Nashville Predators ahead 2-0. So Forsberg from the right side, Stamkos from the left side, both given time, both picking their spots. We go to 15:39 the second. Enzo Liljegren with off the box spins for interference, but the Predators will not get a single shot on goal on this particular power play. We go to the 18:03 mark of the second. Saros comes with a save on Gaudreau at the end of the second period. The Predators have a 2-0 lead. San Jose, though, out shooting Nashville 18-15. So the Sharks with 13 shots on goal in the second period. UC Saros having to be very strong, especially on that Toffoli double save situation. We move to the third period. Now we pick the action up at 2:37 of the third. Saros coming with a save on Celebrini at the 3:42 mark of the third period. Giles' first goal of his career happens as he's left wide open in the slot. The Sharks are on the board. The Predators lead 2-1, but immediately afterwards, 3:56 now of the third period, Graf with his second goal of the season. The D turnover below the goal line leads to another easy goal, and immediately the Predators' 2-0 lead they worked for over 40 minutes to secure is completely erased. 2-2 hockey game. We start with a fresh 5-on-5. 6:32 now of the third period. It's Bellows with his first goal as a Nashville Predator. Some net front jam puts the Preds back ahead 3-2. And the Preds and the Sharks this season series has been absolutely wild. 8:27 now of the third period. Saros coming up with a save on Smith. 14:54 of the third period. Saros comes up with a save on Toffoli at the 16:06 mark of the third period. Saros comes up with a save on Smith. 16:13. Georgiev a save on Forsberg's breakaway. So Saros makes the save. The Predators spring Forsberg for a breakaway, and Georgiev comes up with a massive save right here to keep the game at one separation. 17:43 of the third period. Saros comes with a save on Celebrini at 18:25. Wenberg off to the box 2 minutes for tripping. The Nashville Predators cannot secure the empty net goal, but they do secure the victory with a 3-2 win here in San Jose. The Predators get outshot 26-19 for the game, so the Predators only able to generate 4 total shots on goal for the third period. They do get the game winner, though, by Bellows, and they do hang on to win. So the Predators 3-2 win. They win their 4th in a row, and they get outshot in this one, 26-19. UC Saros doing some heavy lifting there in the second period with 13 saves overall. That's going to do it for the Rebirth Sports full game recap. We've got so much more coming up. Analysis, box score, and more coming up next, right here on the Renegades of Puck podcast.
Hello, hello, hello. I'm Tracy, owner-operator of Strong Style Fitness. And that's me and my training assistant, Rizzo. And we are here to bring you fitness that meets you where you are by offering circuit classes, bar-inspired classes, Tabata workouts, boot camps, guided stretching, and more, all taught by a certified personal trainer, me. To learn more, go to our website, strongstylefit.com. Subscribe on YouTube at Strong Style Fitness. Follow on social media at Strong Style Fit. But most importantly, let's get you moving. It doesn't matter if it's your first workout or you've been doing it for years. Strong Style Fitness has the workout that meets you on your journey and helps you along the path to a happier, healthier life. I understand where you've been, what you were going through, and where you were going, and I want to take you there. We'll see you on the mat. Mwah.
Welcome back in. That was the Rebirth Sports full game recap. Now time to do some analysis, then we'll get into the box score. We'll close out operation number 976. UC Saros got the start in this game. He goes 25 out of 27, made some very strong saves, a lot of work in the second period, especially 13 out of 13 for a night where he only faced 27 shots. It was a very heavy workload overall. Soft D left him hanging at several points in the game, especially the 2 goals against that came on virtually back-to-back shots right here, and that was a tough moment, but UC Saros stood strong in the second. Then once the Predators got the lead, he was able to lock things down. Philip Forsberg in this game leads the way offensively, has a goal and assist for 2 points. Now, on the season, his 25 goals leads the Predators, his 34 assists leads the Predators, and his 59 points overall leads the Predators. Not quite at a point-per-game pace as he was last season, but still on a pace here to get a 30-goal season and to have a 70-plus point season overall. All of these stats lead the team. He also generated 5 shots on goal in this particular game, and that did lead the Predators as well. Steven Stamkos on the score sheet again, and we're talking about 1 goal in this one, his 22nd of the season. At the rate that he's on right now, does he have an outside shot to get to 30 goals. Well, I mean, when you have a hat trick recently and you have 9 points in the last 4 games, anything is possible with a living legend like Steven Stamkos. 577 goals on the career now for Stamkos. The countdown to 600, that is a remarkable and special number. No, the Predators will not see him eclipse the 600 goal mark this season, but that will be something extremely special that we will count down to, and from this point forward, we will be counting down to, now that he's 23 goals away from the 600 mark. So Steven Stamkos, again, on the score sheet for the Predators in this one. That's impressive. 9 points last 4 games. Bellows picks up a goal, his first with the Nashville Predators. It was also the game-winning goal. He goes to the hard areas. He gets rewarded. Net, front, jam, and presence helps the Nashville Predators secure 2 points in this one. And Bellows, again, gets rewarded for doing the hard work. Svechkov picks up an assist in this game. He had 4 shots on goal as well. Now 11 points on the season, 2 games in a row with an assist. That no-look assist in overtime to Stamkos the other night, and now an assist in this game. Good job, Svechkov, getting more comfortable out there and getting the ice time, getting an opportunity to grow. I hope that he is a big component of this Nashville Predators team the final 20 games of the season. Nick Blankenburg picks up an assist. He also has 2 blocked shots, 20-14 in total time on ice, 6:08 of power play time on ice, and Blankenburg has just been going out there and he's been steady all season long. We've spent a lot of time talking about Nick Blankenburg in recent episodes, so I'm not going to go on for too much here, but you really see a player that is taking control of his future with this Nashville Predators organization, and Blankenburg may have an opportunity to play a significant role next season as part of whatever it is this brand new defense core is going to look like. Yossi Shea, Blankenburg, who else after that? Luzon back from injury, and then after that, things are very much wide open with this defense core. That's going to do it for the analysis portion of things. The Nashville Predators are on a 4-game winning streak. We've seen this happen before. They go into San Jose, they have a wild game, and then they head into Anaheim with a lot of confidence. Let's see if the Nashville Predators learned from their lesson last time and don't walk themselves right into a buzzsaw. But the Predators do pick up the victory against the San Jose Sharks. They sweep the regular season series, picking up all 6 points, going 3-0 against the Sharks in 3 very wild games. This one not nearly as insane as the first 2, but the Predators being up by 2 to start the third period, and then the way the Sharks scored those 2 goals, the Predators answered right back. Pretty crazy stuff right there. It was worth staying up for, even though I'm fairly exhausted from that game. Let's hear from our good friends at Stripe Digital Solutions. Let's buzz through the box score and get the good, cold, hard numbers, and let's close out this episode of the Renegades of Puck podcast.
The digital environment can be quite intimidating, time-consuming, and cumbersome, especially with all those other areas that need attention at your business, and that's why Stripe Digital Solutions is here to help. I know, because that's exactly what Stripe Digital Solutions did for me and the Renegades of Puck. From designing my home website and helping me create my merchandise to special event posters, brand building, and social media management. But it's not just that, it's so much more. Stripe Digital Solutions has helped me every step of the way. From startup to full-time operation, Stripe Digital Solutions has been there to assist and advise every single step of the journey. In today's fast-paced world, the path to success is having a strong digital partner, and nobody is better in the trenches than Brandy and Stripe Digital Solutions. Get the solution before it's even a problem with Stripe Digital Solutions.
Welcome in. Time for the box score right here on the Nashville Predators side of things. It was Kiefer Bellows with a goal, Philip Forsberg with a goal, and Steven Stamkos with a goal. That's your 3 goal scorers for the Predators. The assists spread out. Philip Forsberg had one of them. Svechkov also had one. Nick Blankenburg with an assist, and Brady Shea picks up an assist. Shots on goal leader is Philip Forsberg, and then you'll find Svechkov with 4, Luke Evangelista with 3, and then Nick Blankenburg with 2 shots on goal in this game. In the block shots category, all on the defensive side of things, it was Osterley with 3, and then Barron with 3, and then Nick Blankenburg adds 2 as well. Del Gaizo adds a block shot, and that's pretty much all the block shots for the team. Only 2 by the forwards in total out of the 12 block shots in this game. When it comes to, I wanted to head and circle these, the back-to-back fights there in the first period, I did think brought some energy and set a tone for the Nashville Predators. They're in the middle of a winning streak, and they stepped up and answered the bell. These two teams were statistically comparable, and it was a battle out there. It ended up being a one-goal game at the end. So the Nashville Predators physical component of things, the fight by Englund and the fight by Smith in the first periods back-to-back, did help out the Nashville Predators' overall team effort in this game. In the other physical component category, Colton Sissons led the way with 5 hits. That was Cole Smith with 5 hits. Colton Sissons had 3, and then it was Mark Delgaiso with 3. Your time on ice leaders for this game, 21:02 for Philip Forsberg, 20:25 for Ryan O'Reilly, 19:50 for Steven Stamkos. Remember, 11 forwards, 7 defensemen in the alignment. 21:45 for Brady Shea, 20:14 for Nick Blankenberg. Your power play time on ice leaders, and the power play was a total of 2 for 5 in this game. So successful minutes here by these units. 6:35 for Steven Stamkos. He had one of those goals. Marchessault at 6:35. Philip Forsberg at 5 minutes, and Ryan O'Reilly at 5:33. 6:08 for Nick Blankenberg on the power play, and 3:36 for Brady Shea. The penalty kill for the Predators was perfect, 2 for 2, so good minutes right here. 2:38 for Cole Smith, 2:11 for Michael McCarron, 2:21 for Spencer Stastny and Mark Delgaiso, 1:45 of shorthanded time on ice. Your netminder, UC Saros, 25-27, 2 goals against, an in-game save percentage of .926, 22 even strength saves, 3 power play saves, no shorthanded saves, and again, strong second period, 13-13 left, hanging out to dry by some soft D in front on a couple of goals, but other than that, recovered, played well, secured the victory for his squad. Falling out of the box score here at the very bottom, the special teams matchup in this game definitely won by the Nashville Predators. 2 power play goals on 5 opportunities. The penalty kill perfect, 2 for 2. Their face-off winning percentage up again nicely at 57.8%. 23 hits, 12 block shots, 9 takeaways, and 13 giveaways. Still getting over that cold that I was dealing with. That's going to do it for operation number 976. The Predators are on a 4-game winning streak now. Again, I mentioned it a little bit earlier as a cautious part of the analysis thing. The Preds, last time they went through San Jose, they came away with a wild victory. They had a lot of confidence, and they had a lot of big talk, and they went into Anaheim, and they got put in the wood chipper by the Ducks. The Predators last time losing 5-2 to Anaheim. So take what you learned from the last time, take your 4-game winning streak, go to Anaheim and continue things. It is a first of back-to-back Anaheim, then LA. These are both winnable games for the Nashville Predators. I know that there are a lot of fans out there that do not want to see the Nashville Predators win a whole bunch of games because of how it affects the upcoming draft. For us here in the bunker, we want to cover the players' growth and development. We want to see how the team is going to succeed moving from this year to next year. Beating the San Jose Sharks, beating the Anaheim Ducks, beating the Chicago Blackhawks is not hurting the Nashville Predators in the draft order of things. These teams are all going to finish well behind the Nashville Predators anyway. So, for the Nashville Predators, continue on, continue working hard, continue building the future and bring the youth up and moving along. It's an opportunity to continue this 4-game winning streak, make it a 5-game winning streak, and who knows from there. Trust me, the Predators have some pretty stiff competition coming up over the final 20 games of the season. This is a stretch of comparable teams where the Predators should be able to come away with a couple of victories. Makes it easier to cover, that's for sure. That's going to do it. Appreciate your viewership. Appreciate your time. Most importantly, appreciate every one of you. I'm your host and Captain Crazy Charlie Saunier. Stick taps, love, and respect.